Welcome to another awesome episode of Wine, Hops, and Road Stops on location at the Beer Stop. Alan, how you doing today?
Hey, drinking in the afternoon is always good.
Hey, my co-host Alan Janae, owner of the Beer Stop, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. So let's start off with a new beer offering by Budweiser.
All right.
Freedom Reserve Red Lager is brewed with toasted barley grains for a slight sweet aroma, a touch of hops, caramel malt, with a hint of molasses. And portions of the proceeds sold this summer will go to Folds of Honor, a nonprofit organization providing educational scholarships to military families. So this is it?
This is it, yeah. It's a nice little different label, than the usual ones. And it's a little bit higher in alcohol. It's 5.4. Budweiser usually comes in around like 5.1, 5.2I
have like an old-timey bottle here.
Yeah, it's a nice little like 1920s bottle, 30s bottle.
Cool. I guess we'll try it, right? Well, it tastes like a Budweiser.
Yeah, it has that distinct Budweiser flavor, and I think if you soak the labels off and gave it to your Bud guys, I think they'd probably prefer it actually.
Yeah, not
they
bad.
didn't know they were drinking it.
Not bad at all. And like I said, part of the proceeds is going to a great cause, so good for you, Budweiser. Next up, we have a viewer question, and of course, if you have any questions for us, easiest way to get in touch with us and communicate with us is through Facebook. Facebook.com/Wine, Hops, and Road Stops is our Facebook page. Drop us a line there and ask us anything you want about beer, wine, or good food, and we'll answer it as best as possible. And today, we're going to talk beer science. We're going to talk about skunked beer.
Ooh, never a good thing.
Never a good thing. So the question comes in, what causes beer to become skunked? Well, now, I'm not a scientist, and don't pretend to be. Alan's not a scientist either, but this is what we found out about skunked beer off the interwebs. It's sunlight mixed with the hop and sulfur compounds found in beer. That's to blame in beer skunking. When light hits the beer, it provides energy necessary to drive a reaction, transforms these compounds into the strong, offensive odor known as skunked beer. Now, warm storage, while it may influence flavor, does not skunk it. Cycling the temperature of beer from warm to cold and back again, that also doesn't matter. Storing a beer in the dark is the easiest way to avoid skunking.
Well, Sam Adams was probably the first guys to really come out and say light hurts beer. And that's why if you look on their six-pack holders, their cardboard goes all the way to the top of the bottle.
Oh, okay.
And what it's really doing is it's protecting it from the light.
So going from hot to cold doesn't matter.
Now, if you put it in your car on a hot day and it gets to be 120 degrees, that's not good for your beer.
It may affect the flavor,
yes,
but it's not going to skunk it.
No.
Okay, we'll be right back after these messages. Then don't go away, because we're going to try some beers that have been made either by musicians, famous people, have ties to pop culture, or have stories behind them. Don't go away, we'll be right back with more Wine, Hops, and Road Stops after these messages. Welcome back to Wine, Hops, and Road Stops right here on WYLN TV 35. We are on location again at the Beer Stop with my co-host Alan. Alan, what do we got in front of us today?
Well, we got a little bit different array of things. Not so much style-wise we were looking for. This time we're looking for pop culture, musicians, things of that nature. Being in Pennsylvania, we got to start with, I guess, the most popular Pennsylvanian, the Joe Paterno beer.
Okay, well, I've heard about this, never tried it. It came out when?
Probably about 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah. And every now and then it kind of goes away, and then it comes back again, because all the Penn Staters, and there's millions of them, it seems like. They love Joe.
Now this is an affordable beer too, you said.
Yeah, it's relatively inexpensive. It's 4.7% alcohol.
So it's good for tailgating.
Beer. It's a good tailgate beer, yes. This is in the Bud Miller Coors realm of flavors. I mean, not a bad beer.
Not a bad beer.
It goes down easy.
Next up
is actually one of my favorite English ales. It's Monty Python Holy Grail Ale. Brewed over burning witches, as they say.
Of course it is.
And this is a real, true, English ale.
I want to do a silly walk when I do this, but that's not the Holy Grail. That's Monty Python, though.
Yep.
This is a true English ale, you said?
Yep. Absolutely, yeah. This comes in at 4.7. This, flavor-wise, would almost be the equivalent of the American Bud Miller Coors, where this is kind of your baseline for English ales and English flavors.
So this would be something that would not be out of place in a English pub?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Although I don't know if Monty Python might be the American version of what they drink over there. It's usually Fuller's over there. But it's a nice English ale.
Yeah,
good flavor.
Nice.
It's not really you know, going crazy with anything. The next is the Megadeth.
The Tout le Monde.
Here we go. I knew someone would know French. This is from Unibrow, a microbrewer out of Canada. And supposedly the story with them is Wayne Gretzky went into their microbrew restaurant 25 years ago, loved the food, loved the beer, called the owner over. Now they're partners, and now Unibrew is all over the world.
It says it's a Saison here.
A Saison, okay.
Yeah, the Belgian style Saison. It's 4.5, so it's not a huge beer.
No.
Which is good.
Mm-hmm. But again, everything from Unibrew, he did a wise choice with Unibrew. Everything they make is pretty much way better than average.
Yeah. Oh.
Great summer beer though. Nice, light. Beer.
And you know, I'm partial because Megadeth's one of my favorite thrash bands. So it's. But if it was a terrible beer, like some of the musician beers are,
there are a few out there.
There are a few out there that I stay away from.
We try to skip over those.
Yeah, we're not even talk about that. But this one, no, this one's good, just like the next one.
Next one is the Trooper, the Iron Maiden beer.
Now this one, I know Bruce Dickinson, the singer from Iron Maiden. He was hands-on when he picked the brewery, and he was hands-on through a whole brewing process. This one I like, and Maiden's my favorite band, so I have to like it in a way. But in a way, you know, I actually expected a little bit more when I first tried this, but it's your pub style ale.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nothing more, nothing less.
This is a little bit more ale-y than even the Monty Pythons. That's where we're kind of stepping up in flavor. But this would definitely be much more of the absolute what they're drinking over in London in the pubs.
Love the artwork on this too. Like I just have a bottle sitting on my bar because the artwork's fantastic.
It is, and it's fun. You know, I mean, especially if you're having some friends over and whatnot. You get an Iron Maiden craze like yourself, you pop that beer open, and all of a sudden you got a 20-minute conversation.
And they ask you, why is it called the Trooper? Well, you know that story.
Charge of the Light Brigade. It was in honor of that.
Yeah, so when you listen to Iron Maiden, you can also learn about history.
Yes.
And drink.
Yep. Next, we have from Evil Genius in Pennsylvania. We have the Hand Shot First.
That's right.
Which is for your Star Wars people like myself and
me,
as well.
A big Star Wars geek. That's okay.
We all know in the original episode with Greedo, Han shot first.
I'm going to correct you on that. Han was the only one that shot.
Yes, yes. Then it changed in the redone. They didn't want to make him seem so mean, so they changed to both of them shooting.
Yeah. Well,
and then they changed it a little later again to make it seem even closer that they were both shooting. And that's when the whole Han shot first. He didn't, you know.
Right.
It wasn't a tie. Han shot first.
He did.
So.
The only one that shot.
Yep.
We can talk about Star Wars forever.
Now this jumps up into a double IPA at 8.5%. So that's also something in your arena.
Yes.
That's nice, good for a double. I'm surprised because I was expecting a lot more.
Yeah, it's a lot
behind it.
It's a lot lighter.
A lot more citrus behind it than it is the hops.
Yeah, it's a lot lighter than I expected.
Yeah.
But Evil Genius never does something like exactly the way you think they're going to do it. They always put a little twist on everything they do.
And you could probably do 10 beers just on theirs for pop culture. They have Stacy's mom. I mean, they're just
Shut Up Meg.
Shut Up Meg. Yeah, I mean, they're just. How they get around all these laws is beyond me, because I'm sure Star Wars could not possibly sign off on anything.
They're not backing this. Disney is not backing these beers.
No, it's too otherwise it'd be $80 a bottle.
Now, the next one is a little different.
The next one, is Long Live Rock and Roll, which is from Oliver Brewing Company, from the Great Electric Quest. Well,
I don't know anything about this band.
I don't either. I looked them up, I read some stuff, I still couldn't figure out who they were. So
the only thing I could say is Long Live Rock and Roll is an excellent song by Rainbow from early 70s. Ronnie James Dio on vocals.
Yep.
Weird thing is, this is the anniversary of his passing away.
Okay. He used to play in Hazleton all the time down at the Oscar.
Yes, the Electric Elves.
Yep.
The Oscar, the Gemini. Joe, you know. Joe knows about Dio.
I met him out in Vegas, and we got to hang out for about an hour. Probably one of the most intelligent guys I've ever spoken.
Oh, yeah. Little guy, too.
Little guy, but I mean, just new things. I mean, just, references, culture, economics, literally across the board. And he, was able to chime in on everything. It was very surprising.
I didn't know you met Dio. That's great.
Yeah. So my brother's bachelor party, he came over, said hi.
Wow.
And then he was like, well, listen, guys, I got to go meet some people. It's nice talking to you. Maybe I'll be back. And we thought, real nice way of kind of saying goodbye. 20 minutes later, he showed up with him and his whole entourage, and we hung out, for a couple hours. Nice guy.
Now, even though this beer has nothing to do with Dio, we're going to Dio today.
This is another double IPA. This is coming in at 9%. This is definitely a double IPA.
It's definitely a beer for Dio.
Yes. Good punch to it. Really nice beer. That's really nice, actually. I haven't had that one before.
No, it's very good.
Yeah.
I think I'll have that one again.
Yep. All right, now we're going completely off the spectrum to Dragons and Yum Yums from Dogfish.
Dragons and Yum Yum.
Yes, from the Flaming Lips, another band which I have no idea about.
An alternative rock band. I saw them at Harvey's Lake with Stone Temple Pilots and the Butthole Surfers. That's all I know about them. I had to play them when I was in their radio department at LCC. I had to play their music. Mm-hmm. Couldn't tell you on their songs. I'm sorry, because I know there's a lot of Flaming Lips fans out there. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about them other than I like this beer.
Oh, that is nice.
It's different.
Yeah, I want to say it's almost like beer trying to be a rosé. Mm-hmm. Would be kind of,
yeah,
you know, close to it. I mean, it's even the color spectrum as well. Comes in at 6.5% alcohol. And then our last from Trogs Brewing in their specialty series, this is Dear Peter, which supposedly some kid had his entire nectarine crop ruined. And so Trogs basically wrote him a letter saying, Dear Peter, we love Bruce fruit. We'll make a beer with it, because we crush it up anyway. And that's kind of how this kind of came from. And it's 6% alcohol, but it really gives you a much more alcohol of a nose.
Yeah, oh, there's a
Yeah.
real strong smell to this. Whoa, hey, oh, hello. That's sour.
Yeah.
Oh,
That goes back into our goozes and our sours.
boy.
So open one of these and share it between friends, because some people will like it. And like we said in the last time, if you open a goose and you don't like it, pour it into a dish, marinate your steak overnight in it, and it comes out with a really nice marinade.
You could probably do the same thing with this.
Absolutely, yeah. Any of these gooses and that, it just works out really good, because there is so much flavor in it.
Yeah, I mean, you could smell it. It caught me off guard. Mm-hmm. It didn't tell me this was a sour. I was waiting for the fruit to hit, but wow,
Very sour. I haven't tried it yet, so I wasn't,
Oh, again, my friend who loves sour beers, right here.
Yep.
I think this weekend we might have to track this down.
Actually, it kind of grows on you too. After like the second or third time, you go like, ooh. And then
Yeah,
you're
it's not that I don't like
no,
it.
yeah.
I mean, it'll be a one and done for me, definitely. I can't really drink a lot of sours.
Yes, definitely not a session. It's a sharing beer.
Yeah, it's a one and done, but it's a good one. It's a
Yeah.
good one. Wow. That was unexpected. Thank you. All right.
Now take a little IPA just to kind of wash that down.
No, okay. Long live rock and roll.
Actually, of them all, that I think was my favorite. That was really nice.
Yeah,
That was really nice.
great beer. All right, when we come back, we're gonna go for some food at Bella Luna and McAdoo, so don't go away. Our road stop is next on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Today's road stop takes me to McAdoo at Bella Luna Pizza. Now right here on the menu it says, home of the best pizza, the best wings in town. I'm with Miguel. Miguel, strong words here in McAdoo. What do you say about that?
Yes, well, I didn't say that. The people say that. I just try to do my best. We'll do the best, I can tell many things. It's the best food, but you have to stop over and you have to try. We have everything that we made in here. It's a homemade.
When something is homemade, it really makes a difference. Tell me about what you do here that you consider homemade from scratch here.
Everything we're homemade, like pizza sauce is homemade, spaghetti sauce, it's homemade. Buffalo sauce, we're homemade. We don't buy like a sauce they're already made. We got the garlic parmesan we made in here, so it's everything and we prepare in a moment. Like the pizzas, many places it's a frozen pizza, but we have the dough we make every day. We have a homemade bread, that makes difference. When you order, it's in the moment, your pasta, your wings, your pizza.
One thing I've heard about even before I walked in the door was Bella Luna's sweet sauce pizza. It's all the rage with people in the area, and Miguel says you won't find another place around that does it like Bella Luna does.
The customers say they love the sweet sauce. We're just starting to try some different, but they work really great. We're have very good business with the sweet sauce pizza, sweet sauce slice. The kids love that sweet sauce pizza. You can go anywhere and it doesn't have any sweet sauce.
Bella Luna is a great place to stop in for a quick slice of pizza, but how about dinner? Oh, Miguel's got you covered with that too.
And we have everything like pastas, chicken franchise, shrimp scampi over linguine, spaghetti. We have red clam sauce, seafood, Alfredo, the shrimp Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. It's like we have a very, very good business in that.
One thing's for sure, the restaurant business is a tough one, but Miguel doesn't see it that way. He's always had a passion for cooking.
I love it. I really like it. Trust me, when I come every mornings, I never say, oh my God, I already come again. No, I love it. I really love that I'm doing pizza kitchen. I love cooking. All my brother-in-law, they have a business, a pizzeria. I start the preparation there. I start to learn everything. My brother-in-laws, they make on recipes. My brother-in-law, they has like, I don't know, like 20 years with the business, with the pizza business. So he learned, he teach me everything that I have in here. Probably you cannot find the same recipe anywhere because it's just family recipe.
And Miguel says people come from all over to try Bella Luna's signature dishes. Whether it's the pizza, the wings, the stromboli, the verdict is always the same. They love it.
And I feel really happy. Some customers, they just go back to say, you know what, I can say that, but trust me, they come and they say, you know what, it's the best pizza that I'll try. I come from New Jersey, I come from Alabama. Some people go back, yes, they say, oh, thank you for your service, it's the best cookie that I try, you know. Like, I feel really happy when the people go for that, you know.
So what is Miguel's secret? He says it's simple.
Do your best, whatever you're doing. Enjoy it. That's the thing. You have to enjoy when you're, you know, I guess this is one of those things that I never worried about that I'm doing. I love to make this. We open 7 days a week. On a week, 10 to 9:30, and then weekends, Friday 10 to 11, Saturdays 10 to 10, the same on Sundays. Lunch specials, we have lunch specials every day. It's a lunch special on the pizzas and the pizza slices with the soda, 2 slices with the drink. We have wraps. Every day we have a different lunch special.
And if you're throwing a party, Bella Luna will cater that for you.
Weddings, parties, birthdays, we do deliver also.
As you can see in front of me, I have a ton of great food. Got pizza, I got wings, I got stromboli. I'll tell you what, I want to try this pizza. Like always, no one eats pizza with a fork. No. Grab it, you fold it like this. Oh, that is fantastic. The people of McAdoo are right. This place is great. So what does the future hold for Bella Luna Pizza? Miguel says, expansion.
This is the small place. So on Fridays, we don't have no room for all the people, a bunch of people, they come in lunch. So we're extend on this next door. We're gonna open this wall. We're gonna have a back parking. So this is gonna be like only takeout. I have to say thanks, McAdoo, all the area for the support. Thanks so much, I would appreciate it.
Come to Bella Luna in McAdoo. It's the home of the best pizza in town, and there's our road stop for today. Bella Luna in McAdoo. Welcome back to our last segment on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops, shot on location, like always, at the Beer Stop in West Hazelton. Now, before we go, we're going to talk a little bit about beer blends. You know, taking one beer and another beer and blending it together. It's getting a little bit popular. Beer blending started centuries ago. Belgian lambics historically were mixtures of different aged batches, and pubs, of course, would combine beers ranging in age and quality to produce something drinkable, preventing waste and improving flavor. Now, most of you have heard of the Black and Tan, the classic mixed beer drink. Half your pint is filled with usually Harp Lager or Bass Ale, and then finished off with Guinness. but there are others, and it's getting, again, like you said, it's a trend. It's getting popular, so we're going to show you a few that we found that are pretty good. They're pretty good. So what do we have here first?
This first one is the Smoky Pumpkin. Half an amber and half basically a pumpkin ale.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so some people, they say, use Martins or Ranch beers, which is kind of in the realm of the ambers.
Okay, let's check it out. It's springtime, but I could see drinking this in the fall.
Yeah, it kind of like subdues the pumpkin a little bit more, so but you could still get the cinnamon flavor in it and whatnot.
Yeah.
I think those two beers kind of match well together.
Another one we're going to try is the candy apple, and that is half brown ale, half hard apple cider. Now, I'm interested in this one because I'm not a big cider drinker, but
I'm not either, yeah.
let's check this out.
You know, but you put beer with anything and it should be good.
Yeah.
I almost would like it warm, and I think that's my problem with the ciders as well. I want to put a cinnamon stick in it, and I want it heated.
You know what? I think if you did throw some cinnamon in this would be excellent.
Yeah, it goes down really smooth though.
Yeah,
really
smooth. Really
smooth.
good. This is a winner, for me at least.
Definitely a great fall beer. Definitely a great fall beer.
Yeah, we're talking right now. We're talking 2 fall beers, right before summer, but
It's 50 degrees out. What are you going to do?
that's true. It's raining all day. It is. It's not the end of May if you look outside. I'll tell you that. So there you go. There's some beer blends you can try for fun, and if you go out to a beer pub, you could probably get them on the menu. That candy apple was really good.
Candy was very smooth.
Liked it a lot. And these beers that we tried today, the pop culture, musician, famous people beers, excellent stuff. I say probably my favorite would have to be Long Live Rock and Roll by some band who I don't know who they are.
I think it was the best beer. You know, quality-wise, style for style.
Yeah.
I think that one was hands above, pretty much the best beer that was there.
All the time we have right now. Alan, what do you got new in store for us here at the Beer Stop?
There's always, particularly the summers now, all the summer wheats are out, all the blends are out, and this summer seems to be fruit everything. Pink lemonade, a raspberry, a blueberry, a pineapple, just on and on and on.
Well, life is too short to have a bad beer, so make sure you get yourself a good beer. Come to the Beer Stop. Pick yourself up a beer today, and we will see you next time on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Thank you very much. See you again.